It's 2024. Or, well, it's been 2024 for a couple months now, but I'm always a little late to the party. Either way, the new year means that I'm finally gonna do that thing that all YouTubers do, or, most YouTubers do, and make a video talking about the games that I played in 2023. Because, why not? And this doesn't just include games that released in 2023, it includes games that I played for the first time this year regardless of their release year. So whether it came out in 2023 or I played it for the first time in 2023, it counts for this video. I didn't play a crazy amount of new games in 2023 since I also spent about half my time playing games I've already played a million times, but there was still enough to warrant a cute video about it, so let's get into it. The very first game I played and beat in 2023 was Katamari Damacy Reroll. My channel artist, Bessie, and frequent stream guest Greta introduced me to the game. I got so addicted that I actually ended up sequentially playing We Love Katamari, Beautiful Katamari, Katamari Forever, and Me and My Katamari afterward, and also drag Greta along for the entire ride with me. Basically, I got obsessed with this series. It's like a little parasite virus that gets in your brain and just takes over. You just can't stop thinking about it when you get rolling. Rolling. Among all the Katamari games I played last year, I would have to say Katamari Forever ended up standing out as my absolute favorite, for its variety of superstar levels from previous entries, funny and unique storyline, and a stellar soundtrack. Katamari is a series that I am incredibly happy I got into, and is sure to stick with me for the rest of my life. The Messenger. This game originally came out in 2018, and I honestly had been meaning to play it for years, but 2023 was the year of me finally getting around to it. And I am glad I did. What a game! The Messenger has a mid-game twist that transforms itself from a Ninja Gaiden-like linear adventure into a Metroidvania-esque open-map adventure, featuring a wonderfully executed time travel mechanic that has you switching between time periods in quick succession through platforming segments. My favorite part is how the time travel mechanic is reflected by the art style of the game, getting an upgrade in the future settings, including a cool hat. The Messenger has a witty and dry sense of humor that reflects its 2018 release, which not everyone may find as funny today, but it still got me laughing at a lot of the dialogue throughout the game. On top of it all, it features an engaging time loop plotline that kept me invested until the very end. And yes, I still have to play the developer's new 2023 release, Sea of Stars. I'll get around to it this year, I'm sure.
A desperate bluff.
But he does not know your potential.
Heavenly Peak's descent!
It's time, Mad Dog.
Are you finished?
I have you.
Do not underestimate me. You glory in nothing.
I will end you! That thing's no god of mine. And I'm not melding with these freaks or anyone else.
This is insane!
Get your hands off me!
There is no one else, little one.
Know this, my friend.
The darkness comes for all!
From divorced cowboys to Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonists to ninja stealth missions to a terrifying sci-fi psychological horror, the HD 2D Live Alive remake absolutely blew my mind in 2023. It sits as one of my absolute favorite RPGs I've ever played, and I cannot recommend it enough. The bite-sized stories spanning different time periods never overstayed their welcome and kept me coming back to try different things or seek different outcomes every time. and witnessing them all come together in a way I never expected was incredible. Without spoiling, of course, because if you haven't played this game as an RPG fan, then you owe it to yourself to give it a try. Very serious recommendation. Also, did you know the major boss theme of this game, Megalomania, was a direct inspiration for Megalovania? And it comes full circle. At a Live Alive concert in Japan, which Toby Fox was present for, they mixed bits of Megalovania into the concert segments for Megalomania. That's crazy. I love video game music. This game doesn't really need much introduction or explanation for why it's here. While Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are not my favorite Zelda games, I cannot deny that this game was incredible. What's really impressive is how much they were able to push this iteration of Hyrule to the Switch's absolute limits between Breath of the Wild in 2017 and Tears of the Kingdom in 2023. I remember worrying that Tears of the Kingdom was going to make Breath of the Wild irrelevant and give no reason to go back to the original game, but I was pleasantly surprised to learn that is not the case. Though Tears of the Kingdom may have taken what we had in Breath of the Wild and improved and expanded it, I still see Breath of the Wild standing on its own. The contrast between the two worlds alone is impressive. Tears of the Kingdom's Hyrule is alive and flourishing, in comparison to Breath of the Wild's more empty, desolate, lonely Hyrule. They're both great in their own ways, at least in my opinion. Also, sometimes you just may miss having an unlimited bomb supply. Point is, Tears of the Kingdom is good, Breath of the Wild is good, I love Zelda. Also, if you want to ask me what the best part of Tears of the Kingdom was, it's this. Gato Roboto is a Metroidvania about a cat piloting a mech. It takes about 3 hours to complete, maybe a bit more for 100% completion. It's cute, fun, and easy to digest. What more can you ask for? Also, it has a button for meowing. It has a dedicated meow button. What more do you need? Play it. Welcome to the New World was the wonderfully uplifting introduction I was given when I finally got around to playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land last year. It's Kirby. Kirby is always good, but this was different Kirby. New World is the right thing to say. This game felt like a complete new, fresh direction for the series with incredibly well-adapted 3D controls. None of that Kirby charm or addictive gameplay was lost in the translation either. I love it. Not much else to say, honestly. Thanks, Kirby. This was a really good game. Can't wait to see what happens next. I made a video about my time in familiars.io if you haven't seen it already. It's a wonderful little browser-based monster collector with a tight-knit community. It'll take you only maybe an hour or two to catch every familiar in the game, and then you can take on greater challenges like dungeons, PvP, or hunt for rare, different colored familiars. It's also a really great game to unwind with after a long day. You can even play it on your phone, so do it. Do it now. Play familiars. Do it, do it, do it. Play it. It's so good. Do it. Play it. Yet another game that doesn't really require much explanation for being on this list. A fantastic breath of fresh air and a new take on the previously repetitive 2D Mario formula, introducing great new mechanics and features that were long needed for the series. Aside from a few things that left me wanting more, like the boss battles, this game was just perfect and leaves me incredibly excited to see where Mario goes from here. Seriously, please, oh my god, give us a Paper Mario game that takes place in the Flower Kingdom. Please, 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 please. Suika Game. Suika. While this may not be like a new game, it definitely is worth mentioning in the video as the expansion pass for Scarlet and Violet. It was good, like really good, at least in my opinion. I felt that with Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon has really stepped up their character writing. And that's not me saying that past recent games have had bad characters or bad writing, but I just feel that the execution of Scarlet and Violet's character arcs were a lot better handled than past games. And this DLC just continued to prove that for me. I hope that future Pokemon games will consider including like more worthwhile content to their post games as it is, but I will always be a fan of the expansion DLC approach over the release of a third or complete version of the same game. So overall, pretty good. And finally, my personal game of the year for 2023, Pikmin 4. There's not a lot to be said about this game that hasn't already been said time and time again by many others, but it truly ended up being something incredibly special. I didn't even really become a Pikmin fan until Pikmin 3 Deluxe, which was my first Pikmin game. So even as somebody who, all things considered, is still a pretty new fan to the series, the game holds a very special place in my heart. It was really amazing to see Pikmin become more popular among the general public, and the overall positive reception for the game makes me really hope Nintendo will continue to develop new titles for the series for a long time to come. Overall, Pikmin 4 was a long time coming, and even if I wasn't around for the full wait, I can say the quality Pikmin 4 delivered made its time in development completely worth it. And that is why it is my game of the year for 2023. And that is it. Those are my favorite games that I played in 2023, whether they were new releases or games that I just played for the first time last year. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've already played a good handful of really awesome new games in 2024, so count me excited to do this again in 2025. And feel free to let me know in the comments what your favorite game you played last year was, whether it was new or just new to yourself. So yeah, hope you all have a good day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon as I am trying to do more video editing in general, whether it be scripted videos or editing highlights of my streams. So yeah, see you all later. Bye bye.